to ceramic coat matte paint. We've been getting a lot of questions about this. I'm Nick from DIY Detail. I'm here to tell you the answer is yes. Now we have a high performance two-wheeler that Ivan told me is around here somewhere. I think it's like a brand new Harley, I'm not really sure. But this is our graphene Ivan?
Yes?
What are you doing here? Where's the Harley?
I never said Harley, I said two-wheeler.
You had me really excited when you said high performance two-wheeler, I guess.
Well, this is a high performance 750 watt electric scooter.
And we can coat it because it has matte paint on it.
It has matte paint, we can coat it, and we'll make it easier to clean in the future. So let's get at it. First step, we need to clean the scooter. Even though it's brand new, it's got a bit of grease and dust on it from shipping and things like that. So we'll just use a low nap towel and all clean. Very simple. This all clean is diluted at 15:1. Just gonna make sure we get everywhere. Don't have a lot of surface to coat on this, thankfully.
I'm still just sitting here in dismay. I thought we were gonna, do something cool today.
Yeah.
And Ivan on a scooter is not what I would call cool. Actually, well, it is cool to have fun.
Exactly. They're fun, they're enjoyable, they get us around when the bus is parked somewhere, so.
Real talk though, matte paint and coatings, I mean, that's what we're gonna get to here. This is matte paint.
Right.
What is matte paint? What's a coating doing to that? That's what we really want to do this video about.
So a matte paint is a paint that has no gloss to it. And in actuality, it's the same paint as a regular paint. They add a matting agent to it. So it's the same clear coat that you have on the rest of the vehicle. So if you have a clear coated car, or frozen as some companies call it, it's actually an additional chemical that they put into the clear coat so it doesn't go glossy when they spray it. So it's just that one little additional chemical that doesn't allow it to go glossy. Now, you can't polish matte paint though.
You can't polish matte paint. Now, will a ceramic coating bead on matte paint?
Yes, it will. So it'll make it a lot easier to clean, first of all. And secondly, what it'll do to the matte paint, maybe give it a bit of sheen. Not gloss, but it'll just give it a more depth. So on this black tube here, it will actually look blacker, if I can put it that way. So it'll have more depth to it. The other thing, like we mentioned, a lot easier to clean, a lot easier to maintain, but matte paint, the second you get a scratch on it, that's it, you're done. You can't polish out a scratch on matte paint.
What about water spots? Because I feel like our graphene coating is gonna be the most water spot resistant. That's our 3-year coating.
Right.
And that's what we're gonna use on this today. I mean, if you get a water spot that you can't get off with water spot remover,
exactly.
You can't polish it out, right? So it's sort of in the paint?
Right, so it's there for life, basically. So matte paint, even though it looks great, it has its thing, from a maintenance standpoint, it's not as easy as glossy.
Yeah, I would not get matte paint, but I get why people like it.
Oh yeah.
Like you're talking about getting a black car, and I said, you're gonna get black cars? Like it's so hard to keep clean, and you're like, I've had black cars for 20 years.
Yeah, no, black cars, I love black cars. Had them for actually 30 years, had them a long time.
So I put panel prep on a towel, which is gonna be the next step after all clean?
Yeah, so the next step is panel prep, just to remove the residue, or the potential residue from the all clean, and at the same time, prep the surface for the coating. Now the coating application on a matte surface is a little different than on a glossy surface. So on a glossy surface, we actually want the coating to complete its cross-linking or flashing cycle to the maximum. So with our coating, we normally have like a 5 to 10 minute window of doing that. With a matte paint, you want to level it a little sooner. And the reason we want to level it sooner is to make sure that we don't have any high spots. Because high spots, unlike on a traditional paint, that we can simply polish them off if we get one, if we forget one for a day or two, on matte paint, you can't polish. So you have to be extra careful on how you're looking at it and making sure that you don't get any high spots.
Is matte paint more popular now or less popular than it used to be?
There's more manufacturers offering it. So, and on motorcycles, on cars, all sorts of different things. Even I've seen a mat appliance, which to me, a mat stove would be horrendous because as soon as you cook any, let's say, bacon on it, you're screwed.
The splatter?
The splatter will just show up a lot. But
question for you, would you say that the graphene coating is best for matte paint and or motorcycles?
Well, motorcycles, maybe, maybe not. For matte paint, definitely. The reason we want the graphene helps prevent water spots. Doesn't stop them from happening if you're careless, but it is going to help prevent a water spot.
And we're not going to coat a place you stand.
No, exactly. We don't want to coat the rubber here. We're not going to be coating the tires. We're going to be coating the motor, so it's actually a hub motor here. And like any good electric vehicle, it has regenerative braking, which is interesting. You let off the little throttle. This one even has cruise control.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And it even has a LaCroix Cruiser sticker on the front.
Well, yeah, it's going to get a DIY sticker soon too. Well, now we're done the hard part, the cleaning. Now the fun part.
That took way too long.
Yeah, that took all of, what, 3 minutes?
Yeah.
So let me go get a coating applicator because we brought the coating, but no applicator. So we have a leveling towel, we have a coating applicator. Here you go, sir. Enjoy.
I'm very excited.
Yep. Now the graphene coating, we have to shake it first.
Of course we do.
Yes.
How can I forget? We just did a video about our 8-year coating and
Well, the graphene, because of this dispersed graphene in it, and yes, it sort of has a color to it. And that's the graphene.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, Ivan, moment of truth. It goes on like a coating.
Because it is a coating.
Now, on car paint, we've got a 5-minute flash time where you apply the coating, you give it 5 minutes before you go to level it off. Is that the same with matte?
You want to do a couple test spots first in an inconspicuous area to see what your timing is. Because humidity, temperature, all have an incidence on that. And having the right amount of flash time or cross-linking time gives us the effect and the color we want. You just do a little line back here.
Up here?
Yeah, perfect.
Did I miss any area up here?
No, we're good.
Do you want me to get up here or no?
No, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
So there's a good chance Nick will be able to coat the whole vehicle before it's time to level it off. You'll notice we are wearing gloves. Very important.
Yeah, I mean, this has enough of a smell that you're working with a serious chemical. I would wear gloves for sure.
Well, not only that, we don't want our greasy little fingers touching the paint that we spend a lot of time cleaning.
A lot of time.
Yeah, well, especially this one. There's a lot of prep work involved in this.
Like, you definitely want to hire a pro
Yeah.
to detail your scooter.
Yeah.
Don't try this at home, folks.
You want as much of it coated as you can, simply because it's going to make it easier to clean and maintain. And you're going to have the best looking scooter on the sidewalk.
Everyone's going to notice it. You're going to get compliments. Your life will probably change.
And
you ever detailed a scooter before, Ivan?
This is a first for me as well. Oh, wow. Okay, we can immediately feel the slickness.
Can you? Yeah, it's different. It feels different for sure.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
So we're
okay, graphene. I see you.
We're slicker, we're smoother, we're more hydrophobic, obviously.
Do they have scooter gangs, like motorcycle gangs?
Not sure.
You can start one.
No, probably somewhere in some big city there are scooter gangs.
Is this supposed to be our follow-up towel?
It can
or
be,
do
yeah.
we use this with all clean? I get
No,
lost.
it's a virgin towel. It's never seen paint before.
Oh yeah, this is. These are on our website, by the way. They're amazing.
Yeah.
What I like about these is you could actually do this for a ceramic coating. So you could use one side to level, and then flip to the other side to buff. Just to ensure that there's no high spots. Oh, this is slick, Ivan.
Yes.
Holy cow. It's almost slippery. Okay, graphene, I see you.
May not see it, but you feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's an expression.
So there we have
It
it.
may or may not have worked coming out of my mouth. Okay.
There we have it. Possibly the first scooter ever coated on YouTube. We'll have to look that one up.
And for sure, the first scooter graphene coated.
Right. If you have any questions, comments, thoughts, ideas, leave them below. And what other vehicles would you like to see us coat?
And what other information do you want about the coatings?
Yep.
Everything you could want is right here. It is a whole description. We have released a podcast where we go through our brand new ceramic coatings. Check that out.